Hello, good evening everyone. Myself, I'm Hritika. I'm a member of Career Vihaari. Today we'll start with Core Java. Today we'll start with introduction sessions. Now, before going what is Java, how it is used, why it is used, we'll just know what are programs and what are programming languages and all. First of all, if I ask you a question, what is a program? Then what will you tell? A program is a set of instructions that a computer follows to perform a task. Example, a calculator app, a game, or even WhatsApp. All all of these are programs. Like if we want to tell in a simpler words, we can just tell it as it is a set of instructions that tells a computer what to do, how to do, and all. It is a step by step instructions given to a computer to do something for you. Example, if you just think about you're doing your mobile recharge, what you'll do, you'll open an app, like example, any app like Phone Pay, Google Pay, or Paytm, any mobile app. You'll open your mobile app, you'll be selecting your mobile number, you'll be choosing recharge plan, which plan do you want, 2 GB per day or 1.5 GB. Like you'll be choosing your which plan do you want, right? That you'll be choosing. You'll click on pay, you'll do the payment, like by giving the pin, you'll do the payment, and once all it is done, your phone recharge is completed. If you just imagine, it's just normal thing you do regularly, you do phone recharge regularly, but behind the scene, if we look what's happening, this is all a program. It's nothing but whatever we are talking, like you're selecting a mobile number, you're choosing a recharge plan, you're clicking pay, your payment, you're giving pin, it's payment, the all these are all this comes into a program. This is all a step by step, like there are a step by step instructions given to the program. This, like to the computer, this all comes under a program. Like you're giving your user inputs, clicking the plan, everything, this is all a program. So now we can just say that the app is a program. So what your mobile recharge is doing, it is we are following the instructions and our recharge is done. For example, not only this, ordering food, playing music in music apps, everything that is and that comes under a program. Okay, this is what is program is about. Okay, what is programming languages? It's just a language. It's a language used to write programs. This language helps human communicate instructions to the computer. What these languages do is nothing but they act as bridge. They act as bridge for human logic to a program. Like machine doesn't understand, right? Machine only understands zeros and ones. So what this programming language do is it just acts as a bridge for whom, for human to machine. It acts as a bridge and it will communicate with the human, through the human logic it will communicate with the computer. In simpler words, if we want to tell what is a programming language, it's just like a language. It's just a language that we use to communicate with a computer. It's just like English, Telugu, Hindi. Now I'm communicating with you, right? Like you are all people, like you are all my friends. You're people, right? I'm communicating with you in English. I can talk Telugu, I can talk Hindi. I can communicate with the other person using my local languages or a language. But if I want to communicate with the computer, or if I want to like if I want to communicate with a machine, I need to talk with in its language. Its language is nothing but zeros and ones, which I doesn't know. So if we just think about a simple example, if I want to tell my friend to turn on a fan, what I'll be telling, my dear friend, please turn on the fan. But what if I want to tell a computer to turn on a friend, like to turn on a uh, fan, what I'll be telling, fan dot turn on. This all we'll learn in later session. Fan is nothing but an object we are turning on. It's a method we are calling. This is the same. I'm telling the same thing. I'm telling in Java, I'm telling the same thing to the computer, please turn on the fan. This is what happens. I'm telling, if I want to tell to my friend what I'll be telling, please turn on a fan. Right. If I want to tell the computer to turn on the fan, I should tell like this. It's language. It's just like English or Telugu or Hindi or anything. It's just a language that I talk with the computer. How I communicate, like in this language, I'll be communicating with the computer. The like both mean the same thing, but for a computer we need to use programming languages like Java, Python, C, or anything which it knows. We should use that language. We can't use the languages which we know, like we can't talk in Telugu with a computer, right? So we need to use the languages which the computer knows. For example, uh, this is the basic example what a programming language is about. It's just a language, right? If I want to tell what program is, it's just like a recipe or a step by step. We'll just give the step by step instructions to the computer, which the computer needs to follow in the same order. Language is nothing but it's just like English, the way we communicate with the computer. Okay, this is about program and programming languages. Next, coming to the types of programming languages. There are mainly three types of programming languages: machine language, assembly language, high level language. What language is nothing but machine language is nothing but it is also called as binary code. Like machine language, this by this language only computer can understand. Computer can only understand zeros and ones. It can't understand anything rather than zeros and ones. It cannot understand what is A, B, C, D. It doesn't know anything. It only knows zeros and ones. So using machine language, we'll communicate with the computer. It's the basic, it's the first language that we use to communicate with the computer. It's directly understood by the computer. For example, C101100000001. By looking it, I feel very confusing. I hope you also feel the same. It's very confusing, right? What it is very fast. Like the computer can understand it very fastly, but I can't understand it very fastly because I'm human. I like it's not readable for me. It's not for the human. Like I'm not able to read or write. If anyone tell me to explain or to give an instruction to anyone only with yes or no, I cannot give any instructions for you. If I want to teach you with only zeros and ones, can I teach you with like yes, no, yes, no, yes, no? I cannot explain anything with for you in the form of yes or no. So it's very hard for a human to talk or to understand the zeros and ones. It's but hard for humans to understand or write. Like for a computer, like if we write in zeros and ones, then we don't need any translator or interpreter or compiler in between so that the computer can understand. For example, I already told you. Now if I want to teach you anything, if I want to explain what machine language is, if I want to explain what machine language is with only zeros and ones, can I explain you? I cannot. I'm not a machine. I cannot explain you. Even if I explain you, you cannot understand it. Even if I explain yes, 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 no, 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 can you understand what does that mean? If I explain in a very computer man, like in a zeros and ones manner, you will not understand because you are not a computer. I'm not a computer to make you understand that language, right? It's very hard for a human to understand that. So it's not it's not made for humans, that language. So coming to assembly language. Assembly language uses short words called mnemonics, like mov, add, sub. Mov means nothing but move, add, subtraction. It's very much what we say, it's very much better than machine language because move, add, sub, we are able to understand. It is much more readable than the machine language. Now at least I'm understanding what is move, add, sub. It is very easier, right, when compared to zeros and ones. Now if I want to make you understand what, like add a plus b, I can easily explain using add a comma b, like that I can explain you. This is very much easier when compared to machine language. But uh but when compared to high level language, it is not much more easier because high level language is very much more like English language. So it's easier to understand, but it's still very hard because it's not for, it's only for high people. As normal we cannot understand, like, yeah, each and every mnemonic we can't remember, right? So but this machine, this assembly language needs a translator. Translator is nothing but, what this translator does is this, like what we have move, add, sub, we all have mnemonics, we'll be having variables and all, right? That all things they are in numeric values or any variable type, right? That all will be converted to zeros and ones using a assembler. Okay, so that we'll be using an assembler. This assembler, what it will do, it will convert all this code into machine code. That is nothing but zeros and ones. These zeros and ones easily the machine will be understanding. This is what about assembly language is about. High level language. High level language is nothing but, it is very close to English. It is easier to learn and use. Examples of high level languages are Python, C, Java, JavaScript, etc. Needs a compiler or interpreter to convert into machine language. uh, I already told, it is in English language. So if we directly give English, will the machine understand? No, machine will never understand English. So what will this high level languages do? This will be giving our input or our logic in English or close to English language, like in Python, C, Java. What this Python, C, Java, this code all, it will go on, like it will come, it will do compilation on interpretation. By this code will be converted into machine code, that is zeros and ones. And this code, now it is easily understood by the computers. This is what will happen in high level languages. Now if you tell to explain me what is in high level languages, I can easily explain you in high level language, because it is much more easier when compared to machine language and assembly language. Okay, this is about the types of machine, like programming languages. Coming towards introduction to Java. What is Java? Java is a high level language, object oriented programming language. It is developed by James Gosling at Sun Microsystems in 1995. It is known for its slogan, write once, run anywhere. Okay, what is high level language? Right now we understood that high level language is nothing but which we will be able to understand. It's nothing but high level language. It is more like English language, or it is much better when compared to other languages. Okay, and object oriented programming language. Java is an object oriented programming language. Its meaning is nothing but everything in Java is an object. Like everything whatever we write, it's inside a class. So everything, if we want to perform any task, then we should use objects only. We'll talk about what is object, what are classes in some later sessions. Right now, if we don't need that. Okay, it is developed by James Gosling. Okay, write once, run anywhere. Its meaning is we can write that Java code in one system, and we can run that Java code in any other system. For example, if I write the code in my Windows system, then if I want to uh, run that program in my friend's MacBook, then I can easily share that, and in that system it will be runnable. Okay, this is about write once, run anywhere. Reusing will be there. We don't need to write the same one again and again and again. For example, if we think about any apps, if we write one like a app in Java, then the same app can be run in the Windows, in the Mac, in the Apple, like in anywhere, in any system it can be run. Okay, now coming to Java applications. What are Java applications? Java it is used widely. Like Java is used everywhere. Like wherever you see, whatever you see in real world, like the apps, whatever you see in the real world, everything uses Java. In web applications, mobile apps, desktop software, games, enterprise level solutions, embedded system. For example, web applications. If you see phone pay, like sorry, Paytm, that all, that web application all comes under that, all is written in Java only. Mobile apps, desktop softwares, like Eclipse is written in Java. Games, everyone might be hearing about Minecraft. Minecraft is mainly like overall Minecraft, the whole game is written using Java only. Enterprise level solutions like the Flipkart, the Amazon, everything, like the shopping things and all that, all are written in Java. Embedded system like the TVs that we use in our homes, the refrigerators, the washing machines, everything, the internal logic, that logic, all logic is written in Java. Okay, everywhere, whatever you see, maximum that will be using Java. Okay, what are the features of Java? For example, it is very simple. It is easy to learn and write, clean and readable syntax. It is object oriented. It is based on real world objects, promotes reusable and organized code. Platform independent. Write code once, run it on any system with using JVM. Right now I have explained, I can write my code in this system, and in any other system the same code can be run. I don't need to write the same code again and again in other systems. Okay, secure. It protects from harmful code and provides a safe environment. Strong, robust. It is strong and error resistant, handles exceptions and memory well. Portable. Java programs can move from one system to other system very easily. It is multi-threaded. It can perform multiple tasks at the same time. Here multi-threaded is nothing but in the same, like if you see my desktop itself, I'm using the PPT. I can also use at the same time, I'm also in the meeting call, right? So I'm doing multiple things. I have also opened the notepad here. So I'm doing multiple things in the same, like in the same place, right? This is nothing but multitasking. Okay, this is all, these are all the features of Java. Now coming to, let's talk about three important things in Java. First one is JDK, JRE, and JVM. What you are all thinking? JDK, JRE, JVM. They sound very technical, right? But I'll explain them using a very fun and tasty example. Just imagine we are having a pizza shop. So here, what's their three main, like I'll explain these three using a pizza shop example. Okay, JDK, first we'll know what terminology is about. JDK is nothing but Java Development Kit. Okay, it's a development kit. JRE is nothing but Java Runtime Environment. Is used for writing and running Java code. JDK is used for running Java code only. JVM, what it will do, it's a virtual machine. It's used for executing the code. Okay. Now we'll think about our fun and tasty example, that is pizza shop example. Just imagine we are having a full kitchen setup. Like we are having a restaurant, we are having full kitchen setup. Now JDK is nothing but that kitchen. The kitchen itself is known as JDK. Or the entire kitchen, the ingredients, the tool, the oven, everything that is present inside the kitchen is nothing but JDK. That is nothing but it is giving us everything. It is giving us the ingredients, the tools, the oven, everything. It is giving everything for us. That is nothing but it's a development kit. You can make pizzas from the scratch, prepare the dough, add the toppings, bake it, just like writing Java code and compiling it. It's nothing but it's JDK is mainly used by the developer. Okay, he can develop the code there itself. He can run the code. He can also view, or he can also view the output of the code in the same using the JDK. He can do all the three. He can run, he can write, he can also view the output. So it is doing all the thing. We can do all the three things in the kitchen, right? So JDK acts as a kitchen. GRE is nothing but dining setup. For example, we are just think about the dining table. Okay, in dining table, what will be hang? We can't make this pizza on the dining table, right? We cannot make the pizza, but we can reheat, and like we can reheat the pizza and eat in on the dining table. We can eat the pizza on the dining table, but we cannot do the pizza from the scratch. Like we cannot make it, or we cannot do that pizza, right? So it's nothing but it is just used for running the Java program. JRE is nothing but JRE will run the program. It will not set up the program. Okay, we cannot write, or we cannot create our own Java program using JRE. It's just used for running purpose. We can just use that for running purpose. We cannot what we say, we cannot write the code there. Okay, You don't need to code, you just need to run it using JRE. What is JVM then? We are cooking here, we are doing here, we what we are JRE will just run the program. Then what does JVM do? JVM is nothing but it's just like oven. What oven does? It just reheats the pizza, or it bakes the pizza. It will not do anything, it will not prepare the code, it will not run the code. Like, it just executes and it just executes and gives the output, or final, it just shows the final output. What JDK do? JDK, we can write the code there, we can run the code there, we can execute the code in the same place. Using JDK we can do all the three things. Using JRE we can just run the code there, execute there. But using JVM we can just execute the code and view the final output. We cannot write or what we say, we cannot run or write the code using JVM. Okay, this is a simple basic example for knowing about JDK, JRE, and JVM. Now, what is JDK? Now we have understood with an example, but in the real time, what is JDK, JVM, JRE? JDK is nothing but it's a development kit that includes JRE, Java compiler, and a debugger, and many more things, like many more tools and all. Okay, JRE is nothing but it executes Java program, includes JVM. JVM is nothing but Java virtual machine. It converts the bytecode to machine specified code. In our example, what we discussed, it is just like kit. Here, what we can do, it is hang JRE, so we can run the code. It in JRE will be hang JVM, so we can execute the code. That is okay. We can also write the code and we can compile it. We can debug it. Everything can be done using JDK. Using JRE, we can just execute Java programs, which execute and run the programs. Okay, JVM, it just converts our bytecode to machine specified code. For example, right now we have discussed, we in gamings we mostly know about Minecraft, right? In Minecraft, what we will do usually, as we will be playing Minecraft, we won't be creating it. So what we'll be wanting, it is developed using Java. So we use JRE, it will be hang JRE to run the Minecraft game. We need JRE. Okay, we don't need JDK because we are not writing or developing a Minecraft game, so we don't need JDK for it, but we need JRE so that we can just uh, run the program and we can play it. So okay, so that we need JRE. Inside JRE we'll be having JVM. What this JVM will do, uh, it will convert all that Java program into the bytecode so that the machine can understand, and uh, our clicking, our scrolling, or our clicking on other buttons, like whatever we are playing, that all instructions will be converted into bytecode, and the machine will react as per the instructions. Okay, if we want to create a game like Minecraft, then we need to have JDK. We don't need JDK unless we are developing it. If we just want to use it, JRE is enough for us. Okay, if you see, JDK is this one. Inside JDK will be hang JRE. Inside JRE will be hang JVM. Okay, JDK is nothing but we have Java C, debugger, everything it is for developers. Everything is there. JRE, it has library and bytecode verifier. JVM, it just converts the bytecode into machine level code. Okay, this is all about JDK, JRE, and JVM. Okay, we have discussed about what is Java, why it's there, and all. Now take we'll just see what the execution flow is about. We'll be having source code. We should compile it because our Java code is in high level language. It is not in zeros and ones, so machine can't understand. So for the machine to understand, we should make it into machine level language, right? So that we should compile it. If we compile it, it will give us the bytecode. This bytecode is then given to the JVM. This JVM will then give to the OS. Okay, this is about the execution flow. Execution. Before going to the Java program structure or before execution flow, let's just I hope everyone here are having VS Code, or do you have VS Code in your systems? Can you just message or say anything?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, we you have VS Code. Uh do you have JDK installed already in your systems?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. If you don't have, it's fine. We can install it. If you just go here and you can install VS Code. It's my like it's mine is Windows. So if I click on download, it will download. I already have VS Code, so I'm not downloading it. If anyone don't have, then download it. We can write. You can also write or use Notepad as well. But it's very much easier if we use IDEs. If anyone don't have, then just go to this and download based on your thing. If you are Macs, if your system is Mac, then use Mac. If your it's Windows, then use Windows. Okay. If you want JDK download, we can just go to the Oracle website, and there you can find the latest website. Right now the latest website is JDK 24. We can download JDK 24 as per Linux. Mine is Windows, so I'll be like, you should install this x65 installer. If you download, it will get downloaded. Okay. If you want to check if you have what if you have what you tell uh, Java installed. If you don't remember if you have Java or not, you can just check using this command. I already installed it, so I'm having it. With not only Java, we also need to have Java C. So you should check both of this. If you have both of this, then it's fine. We can start with the programs. Okay. If anyone don't have, just follow my instructions and do like download it. At least for later sessions you will be wanting it. Okay, right now you don't want because it's our starting day. Okay, I opened. Now let me add, like, let's take any example. So I have created a file named first.java. In that just remember, every time the class name should be same as your file name. The file name and the class name should match with each other. Okay. Now my file name is first, so my class also is first. Okay. Now inside my class name, like simple Java program, it's not very we'll learn about what is public, what is static. We'll learn about it in later sessions. Public, static. Like, I can write anything here. Every time it's we'll write a hello world program, so that we are saying hi to the Java world, or we are just making, like, we are making a first time we are talking with computer, right? So we'll be telling hello world, like that. It's a basic ritual that we all follow. It's a basic program. In this program we have many things: what is public, what is class, what is static, void, main, and all this all we'll learn in later sessions. Okay, this is the basic syntax of how we all do it. Okay, what this class is nothing but it's we are having a class name, we are having static void main. Void is nothing but the written type. Void is nothing but it's not returning anything. Nothing is written, not int, not string, nothing is written. Using public class first, we are creating a class named first, and using void returns nothing. And you, if you see this curly braces, this curly braces is nothing but it defines a block. You all will be knowing this is, these are the basics. uh, this defines the block inside whatever you write, that this all belongs to this first class. Okay, if you think about public static void main, this is the main method. Okay, this is main method from, well, Java will look for this main method. Wherever this main method is there, from there Java will start its execution, or run the program from the Java main method. This, from this main method, Java will start the program execution. Okay, what this system dot out dot print do? This system dot out dot print will just print that statement in our output screen. Okay, if you, okay, we just saw public class, my class here. Here class is nothing but it's a blueprint of an object. Main method is nothing but it's a starting point of an execution. Here inside the code we can write the code of the main method. Okay, we'll run this code. Okay, this is about the basic structure. We like whatever we are writing in Java, it should be inside a class, or it should be an object. Like without an object or without a class we cannot run a Java program. Okay, we should have a class so that we can run. So everything in Java is inside a class, or it should be an object. Now we'll run, we are having in VS Code, right? We'll open terminal. Now you can see we are having two commands. One is, first we'll compile it with using Java C space. What is our class name? Our class name is first, right? First dot Java. By this, what will happen? If you clearly observe, before before this, I don't have a first dot class file here, but right now I'm having a first dot class file. It is nothing but my file is converted into some other thing. Okay, it is converted into a byte code that we already discussed, right? Our code is converted into byte code, and that byte code is using JVM, it is converted into machine code. This is what happens. This is the compilation. Now what we'll do, we are running it using Java file name. What is our file name? It's first. So if you see here, hello world, we are getting the output here. What this print, this is just printing. Now if I want anything to be printed in my screen, then I should use system.out.print or system.out.println. This all, every other method will be learning later in later sessions. Okay, this all will be learning what is public, what is static, how these access modifiers are there. This all will in some later sessions we'll learn. Right now we don't need all that. Just remember it's the basic syntax. Okay, now we have used this, we got hello world. Okay, it's completed. We already what you, if you don't have like if you don't have JDK in your systems, then install JDK. And VS Code, you can also use the same thing using uh, command prompt, but I recommend you using VS Code for easier thing. Okay, now we'll end this session. If anyone have any doubts, please ask me so that I can explain.